social media is on fire over an alleged sex tape that is trending on social media, and this is coming from Equatorial Guinea in Africa, and it concerns this man on our screens, Mr. Baltasar Ebang. He is the head of the National Financial Investigation Agency in Equatorial Guinea. It has been alleged that sex tapes over 400 has been found in his office, and this has brought up a lot of issues in Equatorial Guinea. Now, there's been an arrest on this man coming from the president of Equatorial Guinea, and a lot of people are saying that this is a very right move coming from the president of Equatorial Guinea. Not only has his arrest been the talk on social media, also coming up is that there is a young lady who found herself in this sexual scandal or escapades that went on in his office, and due to that she has committed suicide, which is a very sad one coming from the lady's family members. There are a lot of sides of the story coming out, and then a lot of people involved, including the daughter of the president of Equatorial Guinea, the wife of the Attorney General. A lot of top officials in Equatorial Guinea found their children, their female daughters, or their wives involved in it, and it's a very sad news. Information even coming out is that there are several married women who have also been part of the sexual escapade that went on in the office of Mr. Baltasar Ebang, which is a very sad one. There is a video that is depicting and giving us more details of this issue. Let's stay tuned and watch what happened. We'll give you more just on this information.
Stop. This man, Baltasar Ebang of Equatorial Guinea, was not arrested because of all those knocking tapes. This man was arrested because in his office they were suspecting him of being fraudulent. So they carried out the investigation, and the investigation led them to his house. While they were looking for evidence, document and everything to prove that he was fraudulent, that was when they came across those tapes. Those over 300 and something tapes. Now, a lot of things, men, especially men, I need to learn from this thing. If you watch those videos, like me, I get over 80 of the videos, right? If you watch those videos, none of those women were forced. None of them were forced. None of them were minors. As a matter of fact, some of those videos, now the women, they even adjust the camera. They look the camera face, they laugh. Those were people's wives, the president's daughter, people's wife, people pregnant wife. Do you understand? There was no jazz, there was nothing. And before you think the man is using his influence of his political office, or is using influence of maybe he has money to knock all those people, it's not true. Because the Attorney General of the Federation wife did it. So if you knock the Attorney General of the Federation wife, that one will go get money, obviously. President's sister, the president's daughter did it. He knocked that one. The IG of their police did it. So it's not influence, or it's not money. These women were willingly giving their kwekus to this man. Do you understand? It's seek consent 100%. Why? If you go deeper, you see men, a lot of them will just marry wife, and I'll keep for house, and I'll go neglect them, and I'll bring money for food, give them money for school fees, make them buy clothes. If you say that the only thing where women need, women like attention, they need attention, give them attention. I'm pretty sure that man saw the loopholes of their husbands, and immediately he proposed all those things to those women. They were okay. They were happy. The camera did their face. They didn't care if this video will ever come out. They spread leg. Some of them are then carry their own saliva, put for the for the guy. Yes. The one will even get belelo send. See those ones for in office. About 4 for in office. 2 get belle. 1 for in office. They look the camera. They no care. Me, the person who I even pity for all these things, now the man wife. To think they knock all those women without CD. You go come see knocking wife. That's number 1. Number 2, everybody they talk about only this guy video, but this particular woman video, I want video alone. It passed like 15 of different women. Now only another one of one man, and I think the other man was her husband. She has the same video with her husband, where she get with this man. Every other one this woman has is with different women, young girls, older women and all. She could just carry them, who? Suck tutu. Carry them, who? Suck tutu. This one, or she go the suck person tutu. Or there go be like 4 for inside the room. 3 go the suck her own, or she go the suck 3 own. She had her own phase. I don't know why now only this man who know they see. But I guess, okay, yes, because of the man public office. Man, stop neglecting your wives. This is the internet generation. Unlike before where it go hard for somebody to meet your wife, this is internet. Small thing, they don't start to the chat. If the guy they said jeans, your wife will say she want order jeans for you. Next thing, maybe true, she want order jeans. The guy don't start to the hype your wife. Oh, your wife look, oh, you look beautiful. I'm sure your husband is treating you well. Next thing, when I don't start to the talk. Next thing, you never know. Because you are nowhere to be found. Because ask yourself a question right now. How were these women so comfortable with their husbands at home? They were so comfortable to be doing all this. If you check out well, even their husbands are guilty of the same thing these women are doing in that video. But it still doesn't justify anything. If I thought say you no go shame for your husband, shame for your children. If I thought say you no go shame for your wife, shame for your children. It's just an embarrassment. But for me, this guy did not commit any crime at all. The only one where pay me is the crime against, oh my goodness, crime against moral and principle. The one where knock him brother wife, give him belesti, get picking inside him brother children. That is the craziest of them all. Every other one is just there. Your own blood brother. In pastor, wife and all those other people. But you see that his brothers? Oh, nah. Crazy. I said the videos plenty for my hand and they look them and say, wow. Anyways, it is what it is. You better take care of your wife, give your wife attention. Else, Baltasar Ebang Gonga is going to make her learn. And she might learn the hard way while smiling on the camera. Peace and love. Don't play.
This is a very sad one coming up. To think that somebody has take her life because of this issue is a very sad one. But the truth is that Baltasar is now the man of the moment. I mean, everybody's talking about him. Everybody's talking about whatever that happened in his office, and it has cost Equatorial Guinea a very, 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 very punishable way, because currently when you go to Equatorial Guinea, they are unable to access mobile data to share any information on WhatsApp because the president assumes that people are sharing too much of the videos, the sex tape of Baltasar and the other women, top officials, wife, daughters, and sisters, which is a very sad one. Now, the question people are asking is, how are these women going to stand their husbands, especially the top officials that have their wives involved in this scandal? How are these women going to relate with their husbands? And to talk that somebody couldn't face the disgrace and had to take her life is a very sad issue. Let's just take this question from the line. Let's wrap up. So the question is, how are these women involved in this scandal? Are they going to lose their marriage, or, I mean, we move on? Should we fear men or we should fear women? Like, because this whole thing is kind of mind-busting.
Yeah, so basically this is a very sad thing. If you're following this update since yesterday, realize that when the updates came and then we first broke the news, we realized that a lot of people were in shock, especially looking at the fact that this particular man was a government official. Okay, he was a person who was mandated. People don't know the position that he holds, but then if you go to Equatorial Guinea, the position that he holds is more like what in Ghana we have a term as EOCO, Economic Crime Office, Economic Organized Crime Office. So he has this anti-cyber crime office, and he was using his office to do all of this. But one thing you need to know is that notice that initially the whole charges against him was not anything in relation to him having affairs with his workers or with business people and with other people's wife. It was in relation with a corruption activity. So the police went to his house to do a thorough search. You know, sometimes they bring search warrants. That was the motive. And then they found various tapes. So initially they thought the tapes perhaps contained files, documents that they can use to charge him for his corruption-related activities. only for them to see over 400 videos of people's wife, the president's daughter, and a whole lot of people. So when the president's daughter was phoned and said, hey, we've got a tape of Baltasar Ebang, and guess what? Your daughter is part of the people. Immediately the president realized that the president said, hey, lock that man up. So that was it. And yes, in the video which was trending, we realized that news which came in suggested that one of the ladies apparently felt so bad and he took their life. But then upon further check, we realized that was a fake news, because the lady whose video was trending, that she took her life because she was part of the videos part of the videos that Baltasar Ebang was in. We did realize that she was in Cameroon. She was a Cameroonian lady. Okay, she was a Cameroonian lady. So she is nowhere near the person, or she exactly. She's not part of them. She is not part of them. She was a Cameroonian lady, but then people want to trend, so they took someone's videos and they are saying that, hey, she's one of the people who apparently took her life because she's been featured in the Baltasar Ebang's video. So that one has been debunked. So far, none of the ladies have taken their life, and I think that this is the crucial time that we need to seek counseling, not just for these ladies but also the man himself. But then I'm very concerned about the ladies, because trust me, these were two consenting adults getting into or having a relationship or having some sort of a fling. Okay, so regardless, there's nothing wrong because both consented to it, both consented to recording, and it's not like the man initially published it or leaked it. The other question that we also need to look at is, how did the government officials, why did they leak this thing? Because if you found something like, you use it against this man, so what is the essence and what is the brain behind you leaking, and what would you get? At the end of the day, we want to jail this man, use it as evidence, but now you've implicated innocent people. And I know that the idea will be to serve as a caution, and also perhaps to let people, or the wives of the husbands of those who are involved, the women that this man had something to do with, the husbands, those husbands of theirs, they will come to realize that, hey, this wife that I'm with, this wife is not a person who is trustworthy. So I'm trying to understand, I'm trying to get the whole feeling well that, okay, this is exactly that happened. This is what really pushed them to publish this kind of thing. But then it is stupid. It is unreasonable, because at the end of the day, you are putting innocent lives at risk. Yesterday, when I saw the update and the video that people, one lady had taken the life, I was like, no, this can't be so. This can't be so. So in the morning, when I got the news again upon various check, I realized that it was actually fake news. I felt happy. Then it clicked that these ladies who are featured in this video, perhaps it is a wake-up call. They might be thinking of something like this, and this may even trigger them to do more, because the news that they are taking their lives. So the big question is, what can we do to prevent these things? Number one, we should take all of these ladies and send them to therapy. Have a psychologist check on them, because this man may not have forced them into the act, but then he may have manipulated them with money, with emotional blackmail, with positions. We don't know. I'm very much concerned about the ladies. Okay, and when we are talking about all of these things, we should also look at something clearly. The ladies who consented, because there's a picture which is trending on social media, the man with his workers, and it's like 80% of the workers have passed through, have done some apprentice job with the man. You get what I'm saying? So the question is, those 20% who refuse to pass through the man's hands, what is the reason? Why? What is happening? So the whole thing has to do with men. Do we give much attention to our women? Because clearly you could see that some of these women, excuse my words, they were SES staffed. They were SES staffed. They had the money, they had the position, but then they never felt loved. They never felt wanting. They never felt that somebody cherished them. So when this man found that loophole, he quickly said, hey, I'll fill that loophole and I'll do it better. And let's be honest, if you've watched most of the videos, you realize that the people, the ladies there, it's like they were having a blast. Let's be honest. Because if they were not having, some of the ladies even adjusted the camera well. Okay, and they were having a blast, which means they wanted a feeling like this that they were not getting. So before everyone jumps into the man, what he did was nuts. It's wrong. But then let's look at it from various angles. The husbands, are they to be blamed? Are we giving our wives, our girlfriends enough attention? That is number one. Number two, these people, how did they get involved with this man? Because you realize that most of these people were not even at the office or were not even working with this man. So was it that he was just giving them money, or what? We need to know. And I'm sure he will be using money as a blackmail, that I'll give you $1 million and stuff, because this man obviously is being investigated for corruption related activity. So what do you expect? What do you expect? So these are various questions that we need to be asking ourselves, and I know a lot of people will be drawing to conclusion, but I'm very much concerned about the lady. All the ladies involved who have been identified, police need to take hold of all of them, send them to a psychiatric, and perhaps do investigations with them, because you want to know the head and tail, so that one day history won't repeat itself. So what did the man tell you? How did you get involved with the man? Did he give you money? Did he threaten to sack you? What were the conditions that were in place before you got into this encounter with them? These are questions that we need to ask. But then people are saying that, oh, we have DD of Africa. This is the DD of Africa. DD of Africa. This can be the DD of Africa, but we don't want the DD of Africa to what? To be a norm. Okay, and this man's own have come. Okay, and then we are sitting here, we are discussing about it. Trust me, there are a lot of people, a lot of government agencies, especially our young girls who are doing this service. And your corner, the word is retain. You retain, sir. Then something will happen. A typical example, if you remember, is the Atlantic boss CEO together with together with the Syrian girl. They promised they were going to retain her. They gave her a car. They gave her all of these things, and you realize that at the end of the day, some zeros are getting missing. So these are big questions that we need to ask, and it is so sad, because I don't want to put this particular picture on the screens again. This man have a kid, okay? The wife is a very beautiful woman. I wouldn't like to put the wife's picture on the screen, but then there are pictures of this man together with 6 kids. In Bofano Hufe, the children are very nice people, very nice children, all of them. And they will live to have this car on them for the rest of their lives. It is a very sad thing. If you look close what's on the screens, that's the man together with the workers. Look at the arrows. All those arrows are people who have passed through this man's hands. Why? What is going on? And this is just one agency. This is just one agency. We need to investigate all the other agencies. This is a wake-up call. And was this man arrested because the president found out that the daughter was fat? This man has taken almost all the ministerial position, their ministerial people who are handling ministerial positions. He's taken all of them, their wives, from the IGP to the police. He's gone everywhere. I'm sure that he was even opening or widening his tentacles to the White House. Yes. And it's so sad. So it is a sad thing, and we are monitoring this case closely, and we just hope that justice will prevail. And also, I know that many divorces and many homes will be broken. Of course, because imagine that my wife is fat. Even if I choose to forgive her, or even if I realize that she was coerced and she was forced to do such thing, Massa, if you are sleeping on the same bed, it will just be on my eye like a movie. The fact that the whole world have seen my wife's nakedness with someone, not me. Hey, I can't. So there will be a lot of broken homes. There will be a lot of divorces, and also the ladies involved. Please, can we get therapy for them? Okay, can we get therapy for them? And it's a sad thing. And also the men, as we are pointing hands to these ladies, we should also ask ourselves. The big question we should ask ourselves is: did we in any way do anything, or perhaps say something, or our actions, did any of our actions and inactions cause this directly or indirectly? Some men will go and work 1 week, they are not in the house, they will not give their wife any attention. There's one portion of it that this old woman, the woman is old, I'm sure she'll be in her 40s, and the woman came and they were on the decks. he could clearly see that the woman wanted something like this from the Lagata days, from the Rosalinda days. She is not getting. So immediately this man was like, wow, doing this, he felt good. Yes. Because most of these big men, they are cheating too. And their wife know, their wife and also their companions know of it, but then they can't come out to say anything because of stereotype. They are old and it's a man's world and men cheat, and they are just sitting there. It's a very sad thing, and we just hope that the law works. Yeah.
So this is a very sad one, and we promise to give you updates on all what is happening currently in Equatorial Guinea. Just stay tuned. We'll give you updates.